2 years ago, I got to the highest level in softball, so to speak, with Benfield Electric. And then once you get around those guys, you start learning like Brett Helmer's weightlifting techniques. In the off season, I do a lot of heavy deadlifts now, a lot of squats, a lot of lower body. It's every year you're trying to learn and add to your game. You know, whether it's hitting backside. You know, the past 2 seasons. Last year, I excelled with my batting average and on base percentage, and 90% of it was due to being able to hit backside and pick spots out on the field. And that was a lot of indoor work. Being in Cincinnati in the wintertime, a lot of snow and ice. Last year, I was fortunate enough to hit right around 806 on base percentage. I attribute a lot of it to backside base hitting. It wasn't a lot of home runs. Biggest thing with base hitting is to have a plan before you get to the plate. Figure out where the guys are playing, find your holes, and then once you step in, you got to make sure you get the right pitch to drive it through that hole. If you're looking to go in between first and second base, you're not looking for a pitch inner half of the plate. And if you have to take that strike to get the pitch you want, that's what you got to do. You got to lay off that pitch and find that pitch you want to drive through that hole. And once you have that spot, don't let it go. Keep that spot in mind, because that's usually about 20 feet between each player. And you want to stay dead center of that and focus on that spot. And then once you get keyed in on that spot, hit it hard through there. Don't try to push it through. Take a full cut and drive it right through that hole. Once you get consistent at hitting that spot or finding that hole, then start exploding through the ball. Exploding through the ball at that spot and work at that. Once you get to that point, then start looking at, do I want to hit a line drive there or on the ground, you know, a ground ball? And that's where you're going to start hitting the top half, middle of the ball, or bottom half, depending on what you want to do with that ball. Yeah, if you're going to aim at the top of the ball from this point right here, you're going to get a little bit of that rollover, that snap through, it's going to top of the ball, roll over, and drive through that hole. You know, if you get a little bit under it, you have a chance to hit a line drive or an absolute laser straight through that hole.